Nonetheless, New England came out the victor 10-7 in a game that was snowing. I mean, you can see the snow coming down right now. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. Patriots are basically just kneeling the ball at this point. Game's over. Uh, New England's going on to their, what is it, like 3,000th Super Bowl, it seems. But nonetheless, congratulations, man. You guys got one hell of a team, man. Defensively, offensively. Bro, the weather here, can you hear me? And some people say I'm mute, but can you hear me? Um, the weather here is 26 degrees. Look at that. Patriots are getting ready to kneel the ball. Down to 1 minute to go. Kneeling the ball. They go into the bowl, man. What a job Vrabel done coming back. Mike Vrabel coming back and maybe might make the Patriots another dynasty again. Who knows? But don't if they win again, this would be like 7. This is the last ride. Look at that. Oh. New England's going to the bowl again. Yeah. Look at that. 12th Super Bowl. Look at that. This all comes down to the first half. If Stidham didn't throw that stupid ass pass and he would have went down with the ball, that wouldn't have gave New England a 7 points. Not to mention they gave up 3 points earlier in the game when they went for it on 4th and 1. Who's your team, Pink Spade? What a game, man. And all that snow coming down. I bet it's cold out there. And then that Rams-Seahawks game's coming up next. That's going to be a good one. So either way, it's going to be a rematch of a previous Super Bowl, even though it's new players on the team, but still. Either it's going to be Patriots and Rams or Patriots and the Seahawks. A rematch. I think if I'm correct, Patriots won both of those times. So it's ultimately going to be a rematch for one of them. 49ers? Damn it. You got some teams that win too much, and you got some teams that can't win at all. Oh, yeah, definitely, because you're in the same division. Well, of course. If I was in the same division, I wouldn't want my teams coming out either. That are in my division. Oh, man, I bet if you're in New England right now, they're going to be partying like it's 1995. Hopefully they drink warm beer and it's not too cold. This one, cold motherfucker right now. Are you rooting for Patriots? Well, yeah, that's because you're a Niners fan, so you're going to be rooting against Seattle or Rams. I would do the same shit. I don't know. I think either way it's going to be a good Super Bowl, regardless of whether they play the Rams or the Seahawks. That's going to be one hell of a matchup. Because all 3 of those teams are capable of scoring, plus they all got a good defense. So I think it's going to be a really good Super Bowl. It's not going to be like the Rams-Patriots that one year was like 13-3. And the last time Seattle met New England in Super Bowl, that whole infamous going for it on the 1 yard line, throwing the ball, when they should have ran it up the middle. They should have ran that fucking ball. I don't know what they were thinking throwing the ball, and when you're down at the 1. I don't care if you're trying to throw them off or whatever. When will the Super Bowl come back to DFW? That's a good question. The Super Bowl's in Miami this year. So that means New England gets to laugh in the Miami Dolphins' faces, their fans, while they're down there partying. No, I know personally because New England's won 2 Super Bowls at NRG. One when it was Reliant, and one at NRG when they beat the Falcons. Damn, that must suck for the Broncos. They lost Bo Nix. That sucks. So we'll never know if Denver could have given them a better performance hadn't Bo Nix played. But that's part of NFL when you get injured. I think Stidham did okay as a backup. Given the circumstances, he did okay. I just think that the dumbass pass that he did that led to the Patriot touchdown was retarded. He should have just went down with the fucking ball. He pump faked it the first time. You don't see anybody open. There's no one on the screen. Why would you just not just take the loss, take the down? Sure, you're going to have to back the ball up a little bit, punt it, but still, that was just retarded. Retarded play. Retarded call by Stidham, much less. So with New England would have never scored that touchdown, it'd be a different ball game, obviously. But hats off to the Patriots. They won. New England's in another Super Bowl, bro. I'm still waiting to get to the AFC Championship game. I'm still waiting to get there. So, you got to learn how to crawl before you walk. I think the Texans are officially the only team that's never been to the AFC Championship game. I think, if I'm correct. I think we're the only one. We're going to get there. We'll run that shit back next year. We'll be back. Like I said, just get some O-line. We need a tight end. For sure, we're going to need a tight end. And maybe an extra RB. I think most of our picks are going to be on the offense side of the ball. Defense, I think we're fine. We're completely fine with what we got defensively. That pass rush is going to be sick next year. Wait till next year. I don't think Texans need that much improvement. Like I said, all on the offense side. We just need a tight end, extra RB, maybe extra receiver. Other than that, I think we're maybe some old linemen. It's all going to be an offensive draft this coming up. I think defense is fine. Don't touch it. Pass rush, we're fine on the pass rush. We're fine in terms of getting to the quarterback, causing pressure. So I think we're good on that. Secondary stepping up, making plays. Petrie in the backfield, Stingley Jr. in the backfield. I think we'll be okay. Just offensive wise, we need to go in the draft and start. Maybe get an O lineman. Definitely get some offensive linemen. Maybe Nico will come back, or Tank Dell will be back next year because he didn't play all this year. And maybe one running back. Oh, man, I'm dreading it now. I'm waiting for the NFL. I'm waiting for the NFL offseason. I just can't wait. So then all I have to watch is basketball. But yeah, that Super Bowl is going to be badass this year. February 8th. Down in Miami, the weather's going to be nice and warm. Patriots versus a rematch of Rams or Seahawks. I'm looking forward to this damn game. Speaking of which, it should be starting right now. No, it's still got another 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Let me Seahawks and Rams. Who do I got to win out of Rams and Seahawks? I'm going to go with Seattle. They're at home. They got that whole 12th man behind them, that crowd. And don't get me wrong, the Rams are a good road team, but I think Seattle's going to edge them. And I think you're going to see a good Super Bowl, Seahawks and the Pats. But I like the Rams, though. Don't get me wrong. I like Matthew Stafford. He's a beast. As long as the Chiefs and Patriots are in your conference, no one else is making it the playoffs. Well, isn't Patrick Mahomes out next year? He tore his Achilles. But he's going to be out all next year, which means Chiefs are not making the playoffs next year. Plus, Travis Kelce probably going to retire. So we'll have to see him and Taylor Swift on the monitor anymore. The power couple. The next power couple is going to be Diggs and Cardi B if they promote it right. Super Bowl. Or like I said, Texans got a good squad. Like I said, we just got to make some improvements on the offense side of the ball. Defense, we're fine. And we'll be back next year. Run that shit back. CJ Stroud will be back. He had a bad game. Cold weather conditions. You know, despite the fact that CJ Stroud had his worst season of the three, we won more games this year. And we had a higher winning streak than the other 2 years. Despite the fact his numbers were down, we still managed to win 10 in a row. Make it make sense. I'm telling you, the squad is fine the way it is. All the CJ Stroud haters are just either disgruntled fans, homers, or just rivaling teams that just love to kick a horse when he's down. But we'll be fine next year, bro. We got a franchise quarterback, so we're straight. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon for cheap views and clicks. You know, of course, everybody loves to make negative videos dissing their team. And, you know, you get the people coming to your comment section. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like, nah, we're straight, bro. We're going to be good next year. I'm not going to hop on the bandwagon and say CJ Stroud should be traded or should be cut and all that dumb shit. No. We're fine the way we're all right now. And we'll be back next year. All 3 years he's been here, we've been to the divisional round every year. Double-digit winning seasons. That speaks for itself. You don't need any other stat than that. You were hoping the Texans make the Super Bowl? Shit, I'm hoping we make the AFC Championship game. You learn how to crawl before you walk. I just want a damn divisional home game. That's all I ask for next year. I don't want to just win the division, but I want to be a home team that will host a home game divisional playoff round. I don't care who our opponent is. I want a home game. Tired of playing on the road in the divisional round. So we just got to get back to the drawing table, work hard, get some dubs next year, and most importantly, keep our players healthy. New England is 9-0 on the road. Man, that's a sick record, man. The Patriots are 9-0 on the road. They have not lost a road game yet. That is a good statistic to have, to be 9-0 on the road. Make it make sense, bro. 9-0 on the road. That is a good record to have. It means every time they're on the road, they win. And Miami is what? Another road game. So they go 10-0 on the road. So the Patriots are road warriors. And a lot of people that say, oh, well, their schedule is easy. Well, shit, if you'd have looked at the beginning of the year, how many of y'all would have said Patriots were even going to make the playoffs with Drake May to start? And no. Adam going like 7-10 or 8-9. I didn't think he was going to be an impact player right off the bat. It just, you know, hey, look, they're going to go whatever wins they ended up with. And they proved a lot of their doubters wrong. And Vrabel's the man. He's did one hell of a job coming back. If New England wins 7 in a row, what are they going to call this one? The Stairway to Heaven. The Stairway to Heaven. It was an ugly game, but I don't think anyone could play good in the weather. Yeah, it was an ugly game. And I think that the weather played a very good role for the Patriots, definitely in that momentum, because hell, Denver couldn't seem to get any They weren't going to get in the end zone. They definitely weren't going to make any field goals. That 10-7 was good enough. But yeah, congratulations, Morgan, on your 80,000th Super Bowl. You win too much. That's the old saying we call it. You win too much. You win too damn much. But nonetheless, tournament update. I knew all the higher seeds were going to pick New England, and that's what happened. So all the higher seeds advance. J-Love got Seattle, giving Thanasis the Rams, and still waiting on Trent's pick. And then the winner of those two will go to the Super Bowl for the tournament pick'em league. So we went from the final 8 to the final 4. J-Love is still in the driver's seat to win the whole thing. He's already won two championships, trying to win three, and not in a row. He hasn't won 3 in a row, but he's trying to win 3, and that would make the first person in my tournament to ever win, for someone to win 3. If I had 4 guys win 2, but no one's won 3, and he has an opportunity to do that. But he has to win the Seahawks game, and then if he does, then he owns the right Super Bowl pick. He's got to pick that game right. He's got to win. So we'll see. We shall see. We're down to 4 people left. 1, 3, 4, and 5. The top 5. Someone's going to win the bowl. We kept the seat warm for Buffalo. We decided, fine, we'll go back. Yeah, you did. But Josh Allen was crying, man. He wants to win bad. I don't blame the guy. The pressure is on his shoulders. You know, you're the quarterback. You're the star quarterback, the top quarterback in the league, one of the best in the current, given the current state, top 10 easily. Not all the time, but just current. You know, the pressure's on you to win. So I get it. I get why he would be upset. He shows a lot of heart. A lot of, he's got a lot of heart. You can tell he wants to win. And I'm not going to lie. He could come play for us anytime. I want a guy like that who's dedicated, devoted, wants to win, has got his heart out there. Just can't win the game turning the ball over. I think he had 4 turnovers. Or he had the same amount of turnovers that Stroud had. Stroud had 5. No, 4. And you can't win turning the ball over in the playoffs like that. You can't do it. Yeah, I feel for Allen too. Yeah, they did Morgan, I agree. I think that they did fire. The firing of their head coach was a terrible move. He's had a lot of success there. Sure, he couldn't get over the hump, but I think firing him was a big mistake. Absolutely. I agree. DeMeco Ryans did one hell of a job here. 3 years, 3 playoff appearances, multiple double-digit winning season, and most importantly, DeMeco Ryans makes you excited to play for him. He's like one of those locker room kind of guys that just gets you amped up. He kind of reminds me of Mike Vrabel a lot because Vrabel it makes you want to play for him. I like a head coach like that. Makes you excited to play for him. I think DeMeco Ryans is that kind of guy. He's just a locker room guy. So when you're excited to come to work, you like your supervisor staff, then you know that you're in the right place. They're the LA Lakers of the NFL. Yeah, I agree. Where was Buffalo before the head coach? The Texans got a losing record all the time. Yeah, I know. But the good news is that if you look at our record from 2011 till now, we've had more division titles than all the teams in the AFC South, more playoff appearances than all the AFC teams in the South. The only thing that got us beat is the Colts got a Super Bowl when we were rebuilding, and then Jacksonville's got an AFC Championship appearance. Other than that, you take 2011 till now, more division titles, more playoff appearances, and more playoff wins than all those teams. Titans, Jaguars, Colts. So I think we'll be okay. Rams are the Warriors of the NFL. It's possible, yeah. I think the Texans got it. They're like the dark horse of the NFL this year. One of them. Definitely one of them. There's a couple other teams you can kind of throw in the mix here, but the Texans were one of them. There were teams in the playoffs that were like, damn, I don't want to play against them. They knew we had one hell of a defense. You knew we were going to make you fight for every yard and fight for it. Regardless that we lost to the Patriots, we disrupted. Drake made multiple times. We forced him to fumble. Not once, not twice, not three, but 4 times. 4 times. So regardless of what people say, oh, you still lost. Okay, fine. But we didn't make it easy for him. We made him fight for that. We made him fight for that game. And that's facts. So that's why when I see a lot of these video makers are like, I go around on Instagram, TikTok, and I watch a lot of people making videos, and I'm just like, a lot of these Texan fans are like, Stroud sucks, blah, blah. I'm like, man, that shit's trash. I'm like, Stroud's had the best fucking stats in 3 years than a lot of these quarterbacks that have been drafted in his draft class. Stop. And he's even better than Joe Burrow. He's better than current Aaron Rodgers. You can name it. At least he's probably, I would take him over Detroit's quarterback, Jared Goff. You could probably think of maybe 4 to 5 quarterbacks that are better than Stroud stat-wise since he's been in the league. You can't sit there and tell me that Stroud's not in the top 10, in the top 5, or almost close to it. Name me 10 quarterbacks right now, currently in the league, that are better than Stroud. No, you can't. You can't. And that's why I say, we live in the now moment. People want to win Super Bowls. I get that. So they want to base it off of that, the turnovers. He had his bad season this year, blah, 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 blah. But they failed to take into account that despite his bad season, we had the most wins in his 3 years he's been here. And we had 10 wins in a row going into the playoffs. Or past the playoff game against the Steelers. So despite the fact Stroud is still an impact player regardless of whether he's doing great and or doing subpar. He's got one hell of an arm. Sure, his footwork, his mechanics need a little bit of tweaking. He doesn't run as fast as he used to. He had a bad season, a sophomore slump in his 3rd year. I think next year we'll come back, we'll do fine. Like I said, just the defense is fine, draft some O-line, RB, tight end, and that's it. I think we're straight. We're pretty much filled on everything. There's not really much draft needs this team needs. This is the first time I've ever said this. I'm going into the draft feeling confident. We just need to go all offense in the draft. We don't need nobody on defense unless we lose people in the offseason. But Will Anderson said he wants to remain here. He wants to play his career here. I think that the culture here is changing and people want to play for DeMeco Ryans. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I see nothing but positives going forward. Nothing but positives. Well, he did good his rookie and his second year. He just didn't do, last year was terrible, but the year before he didn't do too bad. This year was his worst year of the 3. I'm telling you, we're fine. We are good. Titans fans are on suicide watch. And we intercepted your... I know. I already said that. I said despite the fact that CJ Stroud had a bad game against the Patriots, one thing we made the Patriots do was we made them work for that win. We didn't give it to them. It wasn't a blowout. It was just they won by 12. Okay, fine. That was not a blowout. And that's not me being cocky or arrogant. That's just me being confident moving forward, and I see a lot of positives going forward. Our biggest hurdle is getting past divisional round. My answer is get a home game in the second round. If we can get a number 2 seed, we have the opportunity. If Buffalo would have fucking beaten Denver and we would have beaten the Patriots, yes, we would have gotten a home game in the AFC Championship game. But how about next year we win our division, secure the AFC South, and get the number 2 seed? Lawrence struggles a lot. Trevor Lawrence, yeah. Like I said, Jaguars just had a lucky fucking season. They were just hanging on by a thread, and barely won that division. I know they were sweating that last week. They knew we were coming for their asses. They won by a thread, a small hairline thread. I'm telling you, we'll be back next year. And we're going to run the AFC South. Bam! I'm telling you, bro. I can see the writing on the wall. I just need us to win. I just need us to win the division, 2nd seed minimum. And get to the next round. Just get a home game. So we don't have to be forced to playing in the northeastern area in snow. I don't want to play in Baltimore or New England or Kansas City. I just want to be at home and play in a nice dome, warm weather. Even though I think we play better on the road. This year, at least. Lawrence is good in his second year. Big comeback over the Chargers, but not that great. I think the Colts will be garbage next year. Celine can't develop quarterbacks. You guys for competing for the South. Oh, yeah, Texans. I'm telling you, bro, Texans will be back. My bad. That's got a DM. Oh, shit. Okay, so Rams, Seahawks. Who do you guys got? Who do you guys got? I'm gonna go with Seattle. Let's see who they pick. Let's see who they pick. Okay, Terry's got Seattle. Howie's got Seattle. Let's see who Michael got. Strahan. Come on. Rams. All right. And, okay, Gronk. Okay, so it's split down the middle, Rams and Seahawks. That's a 50-50 game. That's a 50-50 game there. I'm going to go with Seattle because they're at home. But I think it's going to be a close game. I think it'll be a close game. Yep. It will be a close game. Very close. Marvin says, I want to get back in your NFL Pick'em League next year. I'll be back. I took the year off. I'm coming back. Okay, well, it's good to see you next year then. You're more than welcome to join my Pick'em League. Said I got over 100 people that play every year. I don't fuck around. We're down to Final Four. We had 112 people play this year. We had 10 rounds. This is the 10th round of the playoffs. And we went from 112 to the Final Four. So it's been settled. Here are the pick reveals. J-Love's got Seattle. Danae's got the Rams. Trent's got the Rams. And James Linquist was given Seattle based on the higher seeds got the pick. So the Super Bowl will either be J-Love versus JL103 or Trent versus the Naces. And that's how it'll be. And the higher seed gets to pick who they want at either New England or the winner of the Seattle Rams game. So, that's it. Final Four is set. The Final Four is officially set. It is set. I'm going to go Seahawks. Is this game going to snow at all? Because it looks like it's cold, but it only like snowing. I guess I'll go, I think Seattle will win 27, Rams 24. I'll go 27-24. Dude, I haven't seen Ashkin in a minute. I talked to him on Facebook, but I haven't seen him in a minute, bro. A lot of these people, like, they just dipped over the years from YouTube. Or if they do make videos, they don't come on often. I told you the death of YouTube is near. I ain't fucking around when I say that. Yep, the death of YouTube is near. If you're on YouTube making videos, you're just doing it for fun. You're not doing it to make money. There ain't no money to make on YouTube. All that shit's on TikTok now. It's either you go to TikTok or you ain't, or unless you're just doing this shit for fun. I just do it for fun. I don't really care about the money. Because if I did, I wouldn't be here. I'd be on TikTok making money on social media. I don't really care about all that shit. I just do this for fun. It's just fun for me. It's a hobby. Now, maybe I don't make videos like I used to, but I'll still come on here from time to time and talk sports, chop it up. Bro, I watched this badass movie the other day. Did they cancel your work today? Hell no, I got to work today. We need to go live next year. I'll still be here if I'm still alive. Unless a bus hits me. Then I know, knowing my luck, I'll still be here. Y'all ever seen that movie Mercy? Bro, it just came out in theaters. I went and saw it the other day. It's about like this court system. It's like a futuristic movie. And Chris Pratt, you know, the guy that all the girls like, blah, 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 from Jurassic Park. He's in the movie. And he's strapped to a chair because he was accused of killing his wife. And he had an hour and a half to solve his own murder. And it was a really good movie. Very suspenseful. There's a plot twist. No spoilers, though. Just got to go see the movie yourself. But it was really good. Like the bust of Final Destination, yeah. Y'all ever seen the movie Carbon Copy with Denzel? It's one of his early movies when he was real young. This is a 70s movie. It was with him and that guy from, I can't think of that actor's name. Let me see what his name was. I can't remember. He's no longer here with us, but hold on. Carbon Copy. The movie. Yeah, it was a 1981 film. It's this movie right here. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. It's with, I think it's George Segal, if I'm correct. I think that's the actor's name. And Denzel's one of his early films. Well, this is a classic movie. You guys got to go see it. But anyways, Denzel discovers his dad was white, so it's a comedy. And then his dad refused to reject his son, so the community kicked him off. They fired him from his job and all that. And there's a scene when they're at the hotel, and he said, "So when are you going to be back, Dad?" You know, Denzel's telling him that. And he said, "I'm going out looking for a goddamn job." And he goes, "Unless I get hit by a bus, but knowing my luck, I'll still be here." So I love that. I love that quote. So that's why I always say it. I'm like, unless I get hit by a bus, I'll still be here. Knowing my luck, I'll still be here. Damn, what a game it's going to be, Seahawks and Rams. Damn, it's going to be a good game. An NFC West showdown. I knew that as soon as, not surprisingly, out of the playoffs. You think the Patriots are going to win? Possibly. Man, if they win again, bro, that's going to be what, 7? God damn. How many more y'all need? I can't even get to an AFC Championship game, let alone the bowl, and let alone win. And yet, Patriots got so many bowl appearances. Man, imagine if Patriots win 7 in a row, dude. That'll be, or 7. That'll be sick. Oh. But, nonetheless, that just makes me more hungry to want to win for my team. I want to get to 1. Learn how to crawl before you walk. I just want to win 1 bowl. Start from there. Oh, they'll overtake the Steelers for Super Bowl titles? Sean wrote a team his check couldn't, his what? His team couldn't cash? This Rams-Seahawks game is going to be real good, bro. Oh, man. The winner is going to the bowl in Miami. And you get the party down in Miami Beach. God damn it, I want the Texans to win 1 bowl, man. I just want to win 1 Super Bowl with C.J. Stroud. But I understand this thing takes time. Learn how to crawl before you walk. But I think next year we're going to be very good. I think next year we're going to be right there in the hunt again. Playoffs, expectations, get to the AFC Championship game, man. But most importantly, win our division and secure what? A home game. And secure a home game. Secure a goddamn home game. Did you see that movie Primate? Hell yeah, that's the one where that lady had that monkey and it got bit by something and it tracked rabies and started killing everybody in the house. Man, that's a classic movie, bro. Y'all got to go see that. I'm a movie junkie, so I always go to the movies to watch whatever's new that's coming out when I'm bored. Shit, the movies became my best friend during hard times. Because everybody's, doing their own thing or whatever. Or they're too depressed to pick up the phone. I'm bored. I'm sitting at the house on my off day. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to the movies by myself. 1 deep. Sometimes I go with other people, but most of the time I go by myself. I'll go watch a movie, man. You go have a good time. Because of the snow conditions in Denver? Yeah. I want to win bad, man. I'm just ready for the Texans to get over that hump. We're 0-7 in division play. Just think of it. Patriots, if they win the Super Bowl, 7 Super Bowls. Texans 0-7 in divisional play. That's from like 1 high end and then boom, 1 low end right there. Nothing in the middle. But I'm still rooting for my team. I'm still going to get up. Wear the red and blue. I'm still going to rep the Texans next year. Like I said, I think we got a good team for the future. We got a winning culture here. We shouldn't have anything disrupt that. Stay the course. But I'm not going to say like the Sixers did and trust the process. But I am going to say stay the course. We'll be fine. Next year will be good. This draft will be all offensive draft for us. We'd be fools that get defensive guys. Unless there's guys we're losing for draft, for salary cap situations or whatever. Other than that, I can't think of anybody on defense we need to get because I think all the positions are pretty much fine. I just think it's just a little tweaking of the offensive line. Maybe an extra receiver. We can then send Noel back to the punt return unit. Maybe another tight end to help Schultz out. Because I think we are going to need a tight end to help Schultz out. Plus, he's getting a little older, so
he ain't going to be able to play it forever. So we are going to have to find some sort of replacement for him. We need some tight ends, definitely for sure. But I think we're stacked, man. This team is stacked. We're like 98% complete. Just a little tweaking. We'll be fine, bro. I hope so, Morgan. I definitely hope so. I hope that next year is definitely going to be the year that we win our division and get a divisional round home game. I'm thinking positive from here on out. That's the thing I hate about content makers. It's always bad news. Whenever their team loses, sell the team. This owner sucks. This guy sucks. Fire the quarterback. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, hold on, guys. 1 second. All right. I'm back. Okay, so the Rams are getting the ball. Seattle's kicking off. Let's go. And Stafford takes the field. 6-1 against Seattle. Six and 1 against Seattle. That's a good stat to have. But the question is he going to win in a tough playoff game inside Seattle? That's going to be the big question. Ball's down on the 31. They run the ball. They got about 4. 2nd and 6. Oh, shit, they're already fighting. They're already fighting. Wow. This game is going to be a battle. I can already see it, bro. You would think twice before drafting Arch Manning? I think he's all right. I don't think he's as good as people say he is, but I don't think he sucks. Do I think he'll be a bust? Probably not. But I think he'll be somewhere in the middle. He'll be like Colt McCoy, basically. How Colt McCoy was. And that's a first down. No, that's incomplete. 4th down, the Rams got a punt. And Seattle gets the ball back. Yeah, that pass was way overthrown. Man, I'm sick of New England got back right out of rebuild before any of us did. Yeah, I know. Patriots got, I don't know, man. They win a lot, man. And even when they have a losing season, they come right back. Like I said, this whole bullshit about the Patriots had an easy schedule. First of all, I didn't even have the win in their division this year. I had them going 7-10. First year under Drake May. You would have never thought a rookie quarterback like that take their team to the Super Bowl. No one saw that coming. Not even me. I was shocked. I was shocked that they got as far as they did, and even in the bowl. With a rookie quarterback, nobody saw that coming. That should have been, the Buffalo Bills should have won that division, and Buffalo should be coming out of the AFC. They're like us. But Josh Allen's been to an AFC Championship game. They lost to Kansas City. But he just can't get over the hump and get to the bowl like we can't get over the hump for divisional round play. Bills shot themselves in the foot. Absolutely, they shot themselves in the foot. They're like us. They choke in the playoffs. And the Ravens. I like Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong. I do. Man, that guy's so fucking overrated. You know, and it's nothing personal. I get it, you know, because they say, well, you can't really talk. That's true. You're right. But I'll be honest with you. Lamar Jackson was being compared to like the next Michael Vick. Was being compared to the next Michael Vick. And, you know, I thought Lamar Jackson was going to get the Ravens over the hump. And he chokes in the playoffs, too. I think he's a good quarterback, but I think his skills are diminishing. Definitely. The Ravens threw a lot of money at him. But I get it. You don't have anybody else. I mean, he's the best option you have at this time, but you weren't going to get anybody else that was better. So I get why they kept him. Don't get me wrong. You know? I get why they kept him. Sorry, I'm on my laptop working, trying to find something. Oh, damn it, that's the wrong one. I thought I saved that shit. These goddamn computers always screwing up on me, man. Hold on real quick. I thought I changed this shit. Apparently I didn't. That's what good are computers for nowadays. Always breaking down. Final 4 update. All right. That's the wrong one. Give me a better one, Rose. Give me a better one. Where's that Final 4 update I uploaded? Oh, there it is. Don't you love life? Always full of surprises. Then your computer don't want to work with you. This is some bullshit. Unbelievable. This computer's always giving me fucking problems. Always is, man. Always giving me fucking issues here. I'm just gonna upload it as is. Fuck it. Either freezing up, this or that. It's just ridiculous. All right, Seattle just scored. No. Did they score a touchdown? Yes, they did. They did. Now they're up 7-0. So, yep, it looks like that's going to be the Super Bowl. Seahawks and Patriots. The rematch. Hopefully it doesn't end with that stupid-ass play call. We actually get a game. Come on, open up the fucking internet already. I swear, I'm going to get me a gaming computer. I'm going to get me a way better one. Sick of these fucking laptops, man. They're always giving problems. Even though I like laptops because they're easy to carry around. Software's a lot better to install. I'm ready to move on from this. I'm ready to get me a gaming computer. Something I can easily put together. Jesus, Lord of mercy. How do you think Mendoza will do in the NFL? Well, if you're the Raiders, you would be a fool not to pick him. You draft the best quarterback available. Even if it doesn't work out, you still have to pick the best quarterback available. So if you're the Raiders, when was the last time you had a decent quarterback? It's been a while. So if I'm the Raiders, got to go Mendoza. Even if he's a bust, You have to go Mendoza. Lamar Jackson to the Raiders? What? Lamar Jackson to the Raiders. Who would you take, Lamar Jackson or C.J. Stroud? C.J. Stroud in a heartbeat. I'll take C.J. Stroud over Lamar Jackson. I'm telling you, I can't think of too many quarterbacks that are better than C.J. Stroud. We can go through each division. He's better than Dak Prescott. Way better. Maybe Hurts is better than him. He was a quarterback in Washington. They're about neck to neck, but I'll just give him the benefit of the doubt. The Giants, Jackson Dart, no, C.J. Stroud's better than him. Baker's better? What? Than C.J. Stroud? Oh, come on, man. You're stat padding. Okay, he might have better stats this year, but I don't think he's better. Okay, maybe I give Baker Mayfield his flowers. Okay, so that's 3 quarterbacks. Nobody from Atlanta, none from the Saints. Who else we got? Carolina? No, he's better than Bryce Young. So we'll go to the North. Vikings got McCarthy. He's better than McCarthy. Bears, Caleb Williams, better than Caleb Williams. Absolutely. Detroit, Jared Goff, better than him. And who's the last one? Okay, Jordan Love, I'd probably say he's slightly better than Stroud. So I'd say 4. Now let's go to the West. Brock Purdy. He's better than Brock. 5. Seattle, Sam Darnold. They're about neck to neck, but I'll give Sam Darnold his flowers because they're in this NFC Championship game. 6. Arizona, no matter who's at quarterback, he's better than them. And then, what's the other one? The Rams and Stafford. Okay. They're about neck to neck. So I'll say Stafford, they're about neck to neck, but I'll put Stafford in the category. In the AFC. I'm trying to think. I think he's better than Josh Allen. Personally, my opinion. I think he's better than Josh Allen because C.J. Stroud can win in pressured situations more so than Josh Allen. Yeah, I like Josh Allen. I do. What? I think in pressured situations, C.J. Stroud, I would take C.J. Stroud on the game-winning drive more so than Josh Allen. Absolutely. Ah, come on, Love. Yeah, Josh Allen is overrated. I mean, I mean, I would sign him. Don't get me wrong. Do I think he can win my team a Super Bowl? Is it maybe he's in Buffalo? Maybe he needs to be somewhere else, possibly. With our defense, I think he could. He could win a bowl. Devin Weatherspoon. I like him on the D-line. For Seattle. Let's see how the Rams do on this drive. They need a touchdown. Let's go. Stafford throws deep. Catch. First down, Rams. Down on the Seahawks 34. 24. What a catch. Nicole, however you say his name, is number 12. Did y'all see that fucking pass? God damn, that kid is good. Man, that was one hell of a catch. Oh, Rams are about to tie this game up. They're about to tie this game. Let's see, the Rams score here. Oh, man, if he would have ran that route right, it would have been a touchdown Rams. Damn, this could be one hell of a game. Burrow in the healthy years carried the Bengals' awful defense. That AFC Championship was a snooze fest. That snow really fucked up both offenses. Yeah. Mike Tomlin, no reason to watch the Steelers 9-8, 10-7 playoff blowout again. That sucks. Oh, that's a pass interference. Where's the flag? That should have been a pass interference. How do you miss that? Imagine it being LA Rams and Patriots in the Super Bowl in Miami. LA is a very, bougie city. Miami's bougie. New England's overconfident, cocky for all the right reasons. That'd be the perfect Super Bowl for two arrogant teams and one arrogant place to play. It'd be like Hollywood promotion. 4th and 10, the Rams are going to kick a field goal. Let's see if it goes in. Let's go. Seven nothing Seattle. Let's see, 8:19 to go. 44-yard attempt. And it's good. 7-3 Seattle. Feels like a throwback NFL season. To be honest, no Lamar or Mahomes. Yeah. It's always involved. They say this the AFC Championship game has either had New England or Kansas City in it for the last 10 years. They were saying. Isn't that crazy? Super Bowl's in Santa Clara? I thought it was in Miami. Really? Oh, it is in San Francisco. I thought it was in Miami. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I was wrong. Well, then I'll be in California then. So the LA Rams have every reason to try to make the Super Bowl. Football is the only one thing that brings us together during hard times. Yes, it does. Yeah, Marvin, I agree. For Facebook Live. Football is the only thing that brings us all together. During the times of inflation, massive protest, politics, it can really stress you out. Work. It's my only free time. Watch a little football. Just take my mind off of shit. It's going to suck because after football season ends, the only thing we get to watch is baseball and basketball. Well, basketball will be alright, but baseball, I don't know, man. This is too many games. 162 games, man. Hell yeah, me too. Sports brings us together. There's no football for how many months after the Super Bowl? February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So basically be like 7 months. 7 months of no football, man. Well, you'll have the release of the NFL schedule, the draft, July, mini camps, training camps, then the preseason, then you had the regular season. So you have the events that lead up to it. But until the regular season starts, it's still going to be depressing. Just watching fucking baseball. Who do you got for the NBA playoffs? To be honest with you, I think there's really only two teams that are going to win the NBA championship. And they're both in the Western Conference. Number one is obviously OKC, defending champions, best record in the league. They're the front runner. But if they don't, I think the Spurs might take it. Call me crazy. But Wemba, D Fox, Harper's son, that's a good squad they got. That's the Spurs got a good fucking team, bro. And if Wemba's healthy, man, watch out. But I think it's going to be Thunder and Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. And then for the East, it's going to be grabbing a barrel in the bucket there. I'll go with Detroit. You know, if the Sixers can stay healthy, I think the Sixers might have a chance, but it just depends on if Embiid can stay healthy or not. Because with him, Edgecombe, Maxey, and Paul George play together, shit, they actually a pretty good team. If they stick together. But if it's not Sixers, it'll be the Knicks. The free Super Bowl. Wait a minute. What about the Patriots? Don't count them out. Did you hear a rumor, Big Ben, that Tatum was going to come back? That he might come back, they're saying, early. I don't think they should bring him back now, but maybe playoff time. They might let him play. That'll be kind of crazy if they bring him back. But yeah, the Celtics are playing good without Tatum. The Rockets got their ass smashed the other night by the Sixers, but we did end up winning in Detroit, so we got our one up because they beat us in our house earlier in the year. So we ended up going to their house and winning the other night. Damn, I don't think the Rams could stop this Seahawks team. They're just pounding that fucking rock. Walker to third. Running up the middle. Damn, Egypt did the shit out of Spikes. There's Spates. Oh shit, he put that Madden stick on him. First down. Seahawks up 7-3. I wish I just won the lottery, therefore I'd never have to work again. Oh, absolutely. Don't we all? Darnold throws the ball. Walker with a catch. He gets the ball first down, about 15 on the play. Seattle is now marching down Rams territory. I think now they're in the red zone. Let's see. Are they in the red zone? I think they're in the red zone now. Let's see. No, they're down on the 23. Almost the red zone. Let's see if the Rams could get the stop here. Seahawks lost 2 yards. Second down. Reed Shepard is good. Oh, yeah, he's a beast. I want to keep him. I don't think the Rockets should do any trades. Just run the course as is. There was a rumor we were going to trade for Kyrie Irving, but I don't like the package deal. We were going to give up Amin Thompson, Torrey Eason, and a pick. Nah. For Kyrie? Nah. Who's just coming off an ACL tear. I like Kyrie, but nah. I don't want to do that. I'd rather keep what we got now. But KD has been on the, he's excited to play here. We got him on a 2-year extension. So worst case scenario, if Durant doesn't want to play here no more, if it doesn't work out, we got him locked in so we could trade him. And another suitor will say, all right, we'll take him because he's got a long contract. So hey, we got it for 3 years. But I mean, Durant's already 38 years old. He's already on the back tail end of his career. This is possibly going to be his last stop. Unless he gets traded somewhere before he's 40. But most likely, Durant's probably last stop here will be in Houston. Oh, Seattle trying to run the ball. They're down. 2nd and goal, down at the 10. They lost 3 yards. If the Rams could hold them to 3 here. One-handed grab. What a catch. What a one-handed catch right there. 7-3 right now. 2nd and goal, 2:20 to go. The first. See if the Seahawks get a touchdown here. Down on the 9. Seahawks are lining up. Rams defense. Ooh. Walker got to about the 6. There's a flag on the play. See who's against. That's a holding that goes back. Yep. Holding on the Seahawks. On Bradford. They lose that big play now. Now they're down on the 20. That sucks. Former Longhorn. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a hold. Well, after this, I'm going to get off. And then after this drive, and then I'll come back in the 4th quarter and we'll chop it up a little bit. Talk a little bit more football before I go to work. I'm going to take my ass a fucking nap, bro. Uh-oh, Walker with the catch. He got it to the 9. It's going to be 3rd and goal on the 9. I just want to see if he scores here. Third and goal. Third and goal. Right at the 9. 1:11 to go. Can Seattle get it in? Shotgun set. Rams are rushing 4. 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left. 1 to the right. Seahawks get the ball off. And it's incomplete. 4th and goal. And Seattle's going to have to kick a 3. Oh, yeah, he did push his face. Well, the refs missed it, but it don't matter. Seattle's going to kick it. So Seattle's lining up for the field goal. If he makes it, it's 10-3. What's up, Mike Henry? All right, Seattle lining up. They kick. That's in. 10-3 Seahawks. 54 seconds left in the first. All right, so I'll be back. 4th quarter, and we'll chop it up with you guys later. I'm going to take a nap. I'm fucking tired. Congratulations, New England, on your Super Bowl. Like your 80,000th one.